Before Adam Driver would take over where Darth Vader left off in Star Wars The Force Awakens.
The dark side.
Before his duet with Justin Timberlake and OscarrIssac.
3, 2, 1 second, please.
Please, Mr. Kennedy.
Before Adam became a sex symbol for his awkward sex scenes in HBO's Girls.
Please, please.
Not that kind of snob, but a genteel sort.
You do it with the accent, please.
Not that kind of snob, but the genteel sort.
Adam Driver, he grew up in Indiana and he was a little bit of a misfit. He would spend his time climbing radio towers, lighting fires, and he even started up his own real-world fight club. Although his grades were mediocre, he did graduate high school. Then he found himself a job selling vacuum cleaners door to door. He also worked as a telemarketer for a waterproofing basement company. And then, well, he decided something needed to change. He wanted to get out of Indiana, and that's when he decided he would join the military. The danger he witnessed will allow him to open up his eyes to his own humanity, and it lighted a fire inside him, a passion to become an actor. He also wanted to become a smoker. That's what he said. My name is Michael McCrudden, and welcome to Before They Are Famous, documenting the life of Adam Driver prior to fame, prior to Star Wars, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, as always, guys, I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Who do you want me to document next? I got a few Star Wars people coming your way, so let me know. And before they're famous, after they're famous, and before they were dead. Now let's get into this video. Adam Driver was born in San Diego on November 19th, 1983. His ancestry includes English, Dutch, German, Irish, and Scottish. His mother, Nancy Driver, was a paralegal from Indiana, and his father, Joe Douglas Driver, was from Arkansas. At the age of 7, Adam's parents, they divorced. It was then him and his mother, they relocated to Mishawaka, Indiana, and then his mother, she got into a relationship with a Baptist minister. Adam and him didn't really get along, but Adam did sing in the church choir. Outside of singing, he had a bit of a hard time fitting in. This was a town of football players and cheerleaders, so Adam took on the role of a misfit. He wasn't interested in academics at all, and the guy would get for himself some lousy grades. He did have a few friends though who would get up to trouble with him, and when he decided to start up his own fight club based on the movie, well, a bunch of neighbors showed up. Not sure how they felt about him after when they got involved in no rules boxing.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
While enrolled at Mishawaka High School, Adam got involved in acting and he took the lead role in all the school plays. The guy must have also had the voice of an angel because again, he was on the school choir.
I will finish what you started.
In 2001, at the age of 18, Adam graduated from high school. It was then he had to take on the working world, and he got a job selling vacuum cleaners door to door. From there, he moved on to mowing lawns, and then he got his big break as a telemarketer for a basement waterproofing company. Yeah, he wasn't happy. By now, he was living with his mother and his father-in-law, where they were charging him rent. That's not so bad, but his parents also made him feel like an outsider in his own home. He was forced to get his own appliance, including a fridge and a microwave. There were also parts of the family home he wasn't allowed access to, and he had to go in through the back door. Yeah, they pretty much treated him like shit. Now, he made an attempt at this time in his life to pursue acting. He applied to Juilliard, but he was rejected. After that, he decided to pack up all his belongings, including that microwave, into his car and make the move to LA. He got there, but he only lasted 4 days before he ran out of money, and he had to go back home. It was then he decided he would join the Marine Corps. This was following the September 11th attacks, and he'd become inspired to help out his country. Now, his friends, they had all talked about enlisting, but Adam was the only one who went through with it. And when he met up at registration with the officers, they thought something was wrong with the guy because he was so eager to get out of Indiana and start doing anything but be there. The driving force behind this passion, well, the man was terrified that he'd be selling vacuum cleaners door to door for the rest of his life. Now, being enlisted in the army, Adam said the whole experience was eye-opening for him, and it helped him later on in his acting career. He was dealing with danger, self-discipline, and coming in contact with his own mortality. He nearly lost his life during a training accident when phosphorus was accidentally released into the area in which he was training, and he was only saved by the direction of the wind. He recalls after this moment coming to the realization that he wanted to become an actor, and he also wanted to take up smoking. He served in the Marines for nearly 3 years until an injury from a mountain bike accident resulted in him being honorably discharged. He then had to return home. He quickly reapplied to Juilliard. This time he got in. And then he moved to New Jersey and he took his training extremely seriously. At one time, he slept for several weeks in a paint storage room on the roof of Juilliard in preparation for a role in which he felt the character needed to feel isolated. He had moved to Hoboken, New Jersey, and he was staying with an uncle who had a one-bedroom apartment. And at this time, Adam, he was living out of the closet.
I'm in the closet like, man, what the f is going on.
He also got a job serving tables, but he says he was a little weird at this time because he was getting readjusted to civilian life. He did find some comfort meeting his future wife, Joanne Tucker. In 2009, Adam graduated with a degree in fine arts and went on to act in works such as You Don't Know Jack and J. Edgar. Then in 2012, he was cast in the HBO series Girls and received 3 Primetime Emmy Award nominations for Best Supporting Actor. Now, he was the first person to actually audition for the role of Adam on Girls, and when he walked into the room, well, he had a motorcycle helmet on him. Lena Dunham found him so intriguing, so out there, she jumped right out of her seat to do a scene with him. From there, he would continue to book a ton of work. You can see Adam in the 2013 film Inside Llewyn Davis, singing a song next to Justin Timberlake and Oscar-Issac. Yeah, that's right. Kylo Ren and Poe Dameron, once upon a time, those two were doing a duet. Then in 2014, well, it was revealed to the world that he had been cast in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and he would become a cross-saber-wielding villain known as Kylo Ren. And the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Mike McCrae. Thanks for checking out my personal channel. I do all sorts of celebrity bios on here. I've done a whole bunch of actors like Leonardo DiCaprio, James Franco, a lot of comedians like Seth Rogen, Will Ferrell, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. All I can remember right now, I think I've done like 300. Be sure to subscribe, browse the channel, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments down below who you want to hear about next.
I'm too uppish owing to my intelligence and my father being a chartist and a thinking man.